What up, bye babes? Today's video, I'm going to be answering another one of your curious cat questions. Just to remind you, my curious cat link is right down below. You can ask me questions anonymously and I will answer them right here for you. Please ask me questions right down in the description box. Please, 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 I need your questions. So the question reads, I'm a bisexual man and my wife is the only person who knows outside of my middle school best friend. I only told him because he came out as gay. And also maybe our 11-year-old daughter knows. She's sneaky and overhears a lot. I'm about to turn 30 and lately I've been feeling really guilty for passing as straight. My daughter's best friend and the daughter of my wife's and my best friend recently told her that she thinks she might like girls. It got me wondering, do I have a duty to come out and make the path easier for the next generation of LGBT kids? Okay, I love this question so much because it's layers to it, right? So when you talk about things like passing, for bisexual people, this is like a huge topic of conversation. So you are a man who is in a relationship with a woman, and though you are still bisexual, you look like you're a straight couple, like you're a heterosexual couple, but you're not. You're a mixed orientation couple. So one of you is bisexual, one of you is straight. So I hear that in these relationships, a lot of people oftentimes feel like they're not queer enough, or they feel like their identity is being erased. And even in same-sex couples, I hear the same thing, like they feel like their identity is kind of being erased. So I know that a lot of people sort of combat this in like sort of little ways by wearing like bisexual pins, or by having like the bisexual flag, the bisexual stickers on maybe their car or their laptop or what have you. Just like kind of all of these like little quiet ways of like letting people know like, yes, I'm in a committed relationship with this person, but I am bisexual and like my identity is still my identity. So I'm not sure if this is something that you have considered or that you would be open to, but I know that a lot of people, this makes them feel at least somewhat like my identity is not being erased. Another one is going to bi support groups. I have talked about that on this channel. While you're in a committed relationship, it helps you to feel more in touch with like a bisexual community. And so to get specifically to your question about whether or not you have a duty to LGBT kids. So in my opinion, you do not have a duty, but this is an opportunity. So it's not a must that you out yourself or that you tell the next generation of LGBT kids that, hey, I'm a bisexual person. However, it is an opportunity. You don't have to do anything. You do not have to do anything that inconveniences you in the slightest or helps someone else in the slightest. You don't have to do anything. I don't have to make these videos. I don't have a duty to make these videos, but it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to learn and for me to share some of my experiences and hope that it helps somebody and hope that it speaks to somebody. But I don't have to. I don't have a duty, but it is an opportunity and I really enjoy doing it. But it's not all fairy tales. It's not all great. Sometimes the comments on these videos, sometimes making these videos can be really draining because talking about these things at length can be very challenging, you know? So like I said, it is an opportunity for the next generation to at least know that there is someone older that they can possibly look up to. Something when I was growing up is I wasn't able to imagine myself beyond the age of like 21 or 30. I didn't imagine myself being an adult and making it to being an adult. I didn't know what my life could possibly look like as a bisexual man, and I was very suicidal as a child. Yeah, so part of that is me not being able to see myself in my 30s because I didn't have any examples in my life of queer men, specifically black bisexual men in their 30s and 40s living their lives, and I didn't want to be around until my 30s and 40s or what have you. So that was my reality. That is a lot of LGBT kids' reality, and it is an opportunity for you. However, I know that things like gender play a big role as far as like children go. So I definitely recommend speaking to parents first and letting them know how you're feeling and try to figure out what the best way would be for y'all to handle that sort of situation. Whether it would just be to talk to the child's parents and just let them know like, hey, like you can let your child know like, oh yeah, like we know tons of like LGBT people. Our next door neighbor or our friend, yeah, he's a bisexual man and they make it work. They're happy and they're living wonderful lives or whatever. So yeah, I hope that that helps, and I really appreciate your question and thank you for opening up to me, and I don't know what else to say, but I appreciate you. Okay, bye babes. I will see you next week. Later.